So you take your equity, you increase your value by $200,000 in addition.
In addition, yep. And then you do it again for the next 3 years, right? And then you do it again, you sell that one, you buy another one, you just keep reinvesting your proceeds, right?
Hey guys, Chris Peshek, broker associate at Peshek Properties. This series is all about short-term rentals. If you own short-term rentals, this may be some more new information for you. We're talking about everything, A to Z short-term rental, starting with lending. We're going to get into management. We're going to get into maintenance. We're going to get into numbers and actually diving into numbers and analyzing properties and stuff. But on this one, I've got a good buddy of mine, Chris Motaw here, mortgage broker extraordinaire at Palm Lending.
Financier.
Sorry, I'll get it right by the third or fourth video. We're sitting in Chris's backyard right here in Hell's Kitchen, Dripping Springs, Texas, at 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Drinking coffee because we're idiots. But we're just talking about the financing side. He does short-term investment properties. If you hadn't caught the other two videos over here, this is the third in this installment.
Okay.
And so far we have covered kind of what started with short-term investment rentals or lending and kind of where that's gone. And then we've talked a little bit about the qualification requirements and stuff. But on this one, what we're going to do, we are going to jump into, now this was not in Central Texas. You took a trip recently.
Yep.
And you were talking to, and this was news to me. Everything that I do, my real estate, that I sell is in Texas. My property is in Colorado, but I've never heard of this strategy that you found. You were talking to a realtor in another market.
Yep.
And this market's not necessarily known for cash flow.
Right.
Like there's some there, but for the most part, it's absorbed by maintenance fees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. But so dive into what this investment strategy in short-term rentals looks like.
Okay. So it was kind of surprising, honestly, when I heard about it for the first time.
Blew my mind that there's no cash flow. I'm like, why are people doing this?
I know. It is insane. But anyways, in this particular market, the way the game is played, it is a 9-year strategy.
Okay.
And it's like you walk in the door day one knowing that you're making an investment that you're not going to touch for 9 years. And you're going to take that investment and you're going to 4X it, right? And so the strategy is simply this. You buy the first house, the first property, right? It's in a vacation hotspot, right? There, everything starts at about $1 million. So 30% down, $300K. First initial investment, $300K.
You know that's what you're doing when you walk in the door.
You walk in the door, $300K just to get in the door. Play the game, right? So now you're in at $300K year one, right? House rents out, short-term rental for 3 years. Okay, the appreciation is anywhere from 7 to 10% is kind of the average for that market.
Okay.
There are markets, and it has been much higher recently, but let's just plan on average.
Yeah.
just for argument's
And
sake.
for round numbers, let's call it 10%.
Okay, we can do 10%.
Guys, it could be 5%. But at the end of the day, let's just use a round number, something that's been average for the last decade.
Yeah, and so the game the game and how it's played is the initial investment of $300K. At the end of 3 years, the property has appreciated. You got your cash flow has come in. Your cash flow is paid, paid the mortgage on the property for the 3-year period. It's also afforded you a free vacation, in essence, a 2-week vacation every year for 3 years.
Yep.
Okay, so there's that nice luxury benefit, right? And then you sell that house, okay?
At a 30%.
At a 30% equity increase. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to have some fees that come out of that. So you're going to net between 20 and 25% of those proceeds, right? You take that same $300 that you initially invested that you're now getting back.
With that $200 to $250,
Yep.
those proceeds.
Plus that gain.
Now you got, call it $500.
Yep, and then you just do it again.
And since it's 30%, you're buying $1.5 million.
That's exactly right.
So you're selling 1.2 or 1.3,
Yep.
buying 1.5.
That's right.
So you take your equity, you increase your value by $200,000 in addition.
In addition, yep. And then you do it again for the next 3 years, right? And then you do it again, you sell that one, you buy another one, you just keep reinvesting your proceeds, right? Still vacationing for free, but you're reinvesting your proceeds. And at the end of the day, 9 years from now, you started with 300 and you have a check for your bank account has 1.2 in it, right?
If not more.
If not more.
Okay.
But that's how it's played. Then you choose. Hey, am I going to go buy a couple properties, right?
Yep.
Or am I going to step it up to the next level, right? Which whatever 3.6 million.
Yeah.
Am I going to buy that? Would put 1.2 down? Is that the plan? It just keep going.
Well, and again, at that point, I mean, it's the cost dollar averaging basically, because now your 10% or your 30% was worth 300,000, but now your 30% on 3.6 million is over, or it's 1.2 every 3 years. I mean, that's not a bad investment strategy for retirement.
No, not at all. And you could honestly, that's the coolest part, is because, and I'm not saying 300,000 is not a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but at the end of the day, that's that's your buy-in. That's what you got to bring to the table to get the game going, and you just have to play the game.
And it's something that just kind of occurred to me, and I'm like, you don't want to hear this, but I'll say it anyway.
Sure.
So somebody's 10 years from retirement. Okay, so they play this game.
Yep.
At the end of those 10 years, they end up with roughly 1-2 in cash.
Yep.
Okay, so as you go into retirement, instead of taking out another loan, go back and use that cash to buy you 1-2. Now you've got however much vacation time you want, and now all of a sudden you've got cash flow.
Your cash flow. Yeah.
I mean, even if you want to stay there half the year,
that's a great strategy. Yeah.
and now you've got, I forget what the numbers were, but I mean, now you still got, call it 80 or 90,000 in cash flow a year.
Yeah. That is your retirement plan.
Yeah, there's your retirement plan.
Yep.
That's
If you're
not bad
10
at
years
all.
out from retirement, you can easily do this.
And guys, this is the thing. Like when he told me this, because again, we only know about the sandbox that we play in, right?
Right.
And the sandbox that I've been playing in is I'm trying to figure out cash on cash return. And I'm not even, honestly, when I do my numbers in Colorado, I'm not even worried about equity. I zero my equity out and I'm trying to figure out, will it pay the bills? What's my cash on cash return? Best case, worst case. And that's it. I don't even worry about equity. And this was such, from the other side, kind of hitting me in the head going, oh shit.
Yeah.
There's a different strategy here that I never even considered.
Yeah. It's a great strategy. Like you said, 10 years out from retirement, anyone can do it.
Well, and the thing is, the only thing that you've got to do is research your locations.
Yeah.
You've got to know, you've got to have boots on the ground in the places. Because going back to the first video, what we talked about was, hey, if you're going to buy an investment property, a short-term investment property, most people are going to buy in a location that they want to go.
Right.
Because I want to go to Colorado. I want to spend 2 weeks in the mountains every year.
Yeah.
You want to go to the mountains or you want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
You want to spend 2 weeks in either location every year. And so that's where people start. But the idea is you better have boots on the ground there to let you know, hey, is 10% realistic? Do I need to plan on 5%? Now my strategy, instead of a 3-year strategy, is a 5-year strategy. For each of those, what does that look like? So boots on the ground wise, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, if the place that he's talking about, that market, if that's of interest to you, you better get in contact with him. Because I didn't know about it, and I could ask probably 50 other short-term investment people that I know, and they don't know what he just said. At the same time, if you want to buy something in Dripping Springs and you want to calculate, or in Central Texas at all, you want to calculate what that yearly return looks like, call me. That's what I do. If you're looking in another state, I can probably find a realtor in that area too. And again, Chris can lend on all of it, all 50 states.
Yep. And I think that's absolutely critical, because the one thing that I did realize when I was talking to that guy was whoever is helping guide you on that, like I can guide on the lending side, no problem. It doesn't really matter where. It's just numbers, right? But location. I know that is so key in real estate. That is 100% true.
Because probably 50 miles from where you're talking about,
it's not the
same.
Absolutely.
It is there.
Actually, I will tell you, on the other side of the highway, less than a mile away, that's not the game.
It is there.
There.
Yeah.
There and there only.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were talking about Port A.
Yeah.
It's that location in Port A.
Yeah. One community.
It damn sure ain't Aransas Pass.
That's right.
It damn sure ain't Corpus.
It ain't Corpus. Yep.
It's there.
That's right.
Got to have boots on the ground.
Yeah, it's critical.
Guys, I've got a realtor in Colorado. I don't do that crap myself.
Yeah.
I could. I don't need a license up there to buy a property for myself. I'm not touching it. I don't understand the market. Yeah. I ask him to do what I do for clients here.
Yeah.
Different in the lending game. All he needs is numbers and addresses, and he can take care of it anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool?
Cool.
All right, guys. keeping rolling on with this series. We're gonna have a couple more lending videos, and we're gonna jump into management. I've got a good friend of mine, Jody, that manages properties actually Jody manages properties all over the U.S.
That's right.
That's pretty crazy. So anyway, that's what this series is about. If you are interested in short-term rental game, this is where it is. If you've got questions on this stuff, ask us. He doesn't make any money if he keeps secrets. I don't make any money if I keep secrets. You don't make any money if you keep secrets, right? I mean, this benefits everybody.
Oh,
just
yeah.
talking about it. So we're going to give you everything that we know. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I know he doesn't. I've known this guy for long enough. He doesn't care. He's going to tell you whatever you want. And then if you want to use him, that's awesome. And if not, well, he might cuss you behind your back. But
Whatever.
whatever. All right, we'll catch y'all on the next one. See, I want that raw shit.
Whatever.
Whatever. Who cares? Who freaking